Today in our Missing series, we are focusing on the disappearance of a Navajo elder whose case sparked a national outcry about the high number of missing and murdered Indigenous people and also the lack of attention that is often paid to these cases. Mae Begay was 62 years old when she disappeared in the middle of the night. It was June 15th, 2021. In an effort to get help with the search efforts, her niece walked all the way from Arizona to Washington, D.C. 2 years later, her family still has not been able to bring Mae back home. But last month, there was a development, and they were able to address the man accused of hurting her aunt inside a federal courtroom.
I said, you put us through pain for a year and 10 months. Just tell us where my aunt is.
The niece of Mae Begay, with an anguished plea to 23-year-old Preston Tolth, charged with assault and carjacking in connection with her aunt's disappearance. For generations, the Navajo grandmother was renowned for her distinct style of native woven rugs, sold far and wide on the internet.
They call it a pictorial rug, which is like a picture. You know, she had that in her head and, she put that into the rugs.
Begay lived alone in this isolated ranch on the Navajo reservation in Arizona. On June 15, 2021, her prized Ford F-150 was seen leaving her house at 2:30 in the morning. Her niece, angry, because she says police didn't immediately call it a kidnapping.
She was 62 years old. What 62-year-old drives off at that time of night and not nobody be concerned?
My mom is a really cautious person. She doesn't just up and leave in the middle of the night. She was afraid to drive after dark.
After days of searching, Navajo police announced a person of interest, Preston Tolth, had been located in New Mexico, and they transitioned the case to a foul play investigation.
Despite the transition, the Navajo Police Department and our associated partners through the Navajo Division of Public Safety and associated law enforcement programs remain committed to an outcome of resolution for the family of Mae Begay.
But Begay's family couldn't help noticing the stark contrast to another case getting national attention at the time.
This was an extensive search, 25 FBI agents.
Hundreds of investigators searching multiple states for Gabby Petito, and the media reporting every development while they searched alone.
We don't have detectives. We don't have a special task force. We don't have the resources. We don't have the money for it.
Frustrated, Seraphine Warren started walking to clear her mind and raise awareness.
When this happened, I just wanted my aunt back. So when I did this walk, it was to get help, resources.
Marking the one-year anniversary of Mae's disappearance, Warren set out walking all the way to Washington, D.C.
Kentucky into West Virginia is where I'm going. I have 2 more miles left to go.
Along the way, greeted by supporters and other families of missing or murdered loved ones, adding ribbon after ribbon with names to her prayer staff. In D.C., she was invited to meet with the Secretary of the Interior, Deb Haaland, the first Native American cabinet member who has pushed to reduce violence against Native women. But even that meeting left Warren feeling deflated.
I don't know what's going to happen. Didn't really promise me anything.
Then 2 months ago, a surprise. Federal prosecutors charged Preston Tolth with carjacking and assault resulting in serious bodily harm, saying he admitted to taking Mae's truck and striking her in the face multiple times.
This walk that I did really did do something then, because or else nothing would have been done.
The U.S. Attorney's Office promising new efforts to solve cases involving missing and murdered Indigenous people.
The department, as well as other districts within Indian country, recognize this as a significant issue and are putting resources and time and attention to solving it.
Now, as Begay's family awaits the trial and hopes they eventually get answers to bring Mae home, Seraphine feels her presence everywhere.
I keep seeing the same bird, and it's the color of her hair. And it makes me feel better to know what she's telling me, keep doing it, like you're in the right direction.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.